Alright, we are heading to my favorite road race in Texas. Sorry I yell at y'all every time during the intro, but we're heading to Lago Vista for my first road race of the year. We're racing the Cat 3-4 road race yet again. This is my third time racing this race, and I am pretty dang pumped. If y'all watched the video last week, which ended up doing pretty cool, thanks for watching my video. Any video that gets over 1,000 views is a good thing for me, even though I don't actually make any money off of it. I think so far I've made $1.34 off that, which is, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that $1.33, but I got it. So we're going to Lago Vista, 3-4, third time racing this race. First year I was like 15th, back when I was still really new at road racing all over again, because I road raced like 15 years ago. And then last year I got 5th, which I think was kind of a fluke. We're gonna find out if that's true or not, because I'm in good shape again this year and I'm ready to rock and roll. I love this course. It is a 5-mile loop that we do 9 times for about 50 miles, which, if you know, based on my video last week, any race over like 2 hours for me and I'm in a bad place. But I brought pickle juice, a lot of nutrition. I'm not gonna cram today. We got coffee in Marble Falls. I really want to be careful on covering attacks early. Y'all know that is my guilty pleasure, covering all the attacks, because I'm just so afraid one is going to get away and I'm not going to be in it, right? That's scary, okay? Those are the things nightmares are made of. All right, guys, let's get to Lago Vista. Let's do some bike racing. I will see y'all in a minute. Later, y'all. Hey, real quick, shameless plug. I forgot to tell y'all last week, I messed up on my Tulsa Tough registration and I didn't get into the Friday night race. I'm in for Saturday, Sunday, but missed the Omnium. I am on the wait list for that. Anyway, I really need a Friday night Tulsa Tough Cat 3 crit race spot. If you or you know someone has a spot, I needs it. Please help me out, y'all. Okay, now let's go race bikes. Later.
Y'all, it is your favorite Cat 3 with a dad bod. We are bike racing. I'm just jumping 73 minutes into this bad boy. My guy AJ here puts in a little flyer on this awesome downhill. We're gonna hit close to 50 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle your seatbelts. Fasten your look, 51 miles an hour. This is it, Lago Vista, Texas. We are bike racing. He flicks me through. I don't think I'm interested in that with a heart rate of 157 beats per minute. I'm like a turtle. This is the red zone for me, okay? Let's pick up where are we? I think we got a few up the road here. That's why I followed AJ. Again, 75 minutes in, I am already experiencing some minor cramps. This is gonna be the story of the day. It was probably 75 to 80 degrees. I took a ton of nutrition, but it didn't help. So we have a few up the road here. They stayed away for a few laps. I tried to get into some breaks early, and they didn't work. We had one of 10 early. They wouldn't work together, so it got caught. I don't know how that happened with 10, but it did. And yeah, so we're going to come together here, and we have approximately 3 laps to go. I believe when we cross the line here, we'll have 3 to go. This is the finish line here at Lago Vista. You go up this kicker, and the finish line is right there at the top. It is absolutely brutal. Believe it or not, I'm drinking coffee as well, so stand by. There's 800 watts. All right, so we are probably getting close to coming together here. All right, so we jump forward just a few minutes to 77 minutes. There's someone going up the road here. We are back together, I think, and that was a United guy that went, and this United guy goes to the front, relatively smart, and tries to set the pace and kind of slow us down. I'm not going to have any of that. So my teammate here on the right, I believe that's Josh, eventual winner of the race. He was looking good, so I just kind of go and put in an effort here to not necessarily chase this guy, but I'm looking more or less to just stimulate the peloton to do the chasing for me. You can see him right up the road there. I'm not doing anything bonkers, but I'm just kind of putting in a little bit of effort here to encourage everybody. Here in a minute, I'm going to look back, and guess what? I'm the only one. So that backfired, and I'm kind of dangling between him and the peloton. I was already recognizing by this point I did not have the legs to do a whole lot of work here. Experiencing those cramps already, I knew it was just going to be ugly, and I probably wasn't even thinking straight, to be honest. I didn't really have a plan other than to try to help a teammate, which was Josh. So he is still up the road, and at some point I heard Josh, kind of when I went, I was kind of dangling up there. I could hear him tell me, I think, to come back or not to chase him. And so I let off the gas pretty good, and obviously people are going to try to bridge, and when they do, I know I don't have the legs to respond until Josh, my teammate, actually makes the bridge, and then I get pumped and put in a dig to stay with him. Because if you can get into a breakaway with a teammate, I mean, that's ideal, right? That's bike racing 101. You also have the issue of the peloton chasing now, though, because there's two teammates in a break. So that's a double-edged sword, which we'll see how that works out here in just a little bit. Y'all, I had a ton of fun making this video. Doing the commentary is the last thing I do. I've basically edited everything, put all the clips in. There are some bloopers at the end. Watch those at your own risk. Don't judge me, but enjoy them. Okay, here we go. People have bridged to me, and I'm like, wow, can't hang with that because my heart rate is in the red. We're not in a good place. That guy's on a state carbon road bike. Super cool. The clearance on it is super tight. The bike looks good, though. So I'm not chasing that, but I can still see these three right here. I think I'm kind of waiting for the peloton to come back, but there goes a teammate, Josh. I realize that, and there go the wattages. Putting in the watts to stay with this. I'm in a dark place, and it's getting darker. That dude is not going to hang, so I come around him, and I chase up to these guys, and I get on. Somehow, I'm probably cross-eyed. These guys are even letting a gap open, and I'm like, no. You need to be on the wheel, not 2 bike lengths behind. But here we are. I get up, heart rate's 171. For the most part, that is like, yeah, that's not something I can sustain. We got to work on Josh's number placement there. That is rough. He wins the race with his numbers looking like that. We're gonna have to fix that. Mateo, if you're watching, get with Josh and help him with his numbers. All right, Josh doing a little work there on the front, and I would love for this to stay away. I think it's like 4, 5, 6 of us or something like that. And believe it or not, they actually bring us back. I'm kind of impressed. You know, the Cat 3 Peloton can be wishy-washy, but they were smart to chase us on this one because we would have been a force to be reckoned with, I think, if we could have stayed away. But we worked well together here for a little bit. I think 323 is an Abel's dude. I'm not sure. We'll see in a minute. He crossed the yellow line to make passes, and it pissed me off. There's nothing I hate more than when you purposefully basically cheat. Like, there's a yellow line rule in effect for a reason. I don't pass people on the yellow line, and I don't think you should. So I called him out on that. We're still doing a little work, though. I asked Josh how he's doing. He says good. I asked him if it's sticking. He says he doesn't know. So we're trying to communicate, but it's not super effective. But this is something I can sustain for a while. I could do this. Disappointed this got caught, though. So how this is going to unfold here in a minute is when we get caught, I give up the effort, and oddly enough, they let Josh, there he goes, 348, roll away. So I think we're getting caught here. I see a United guy go up there. We have been caught. Josh continues the effort, and they're letting those three roll away. So what do I do like a good teammate? I sit here and block on the front. And then that guy goes. I do an effort there, but still no one's. They're getting away. Like, I'm looking at that guy grow. So this is good. There's another United dude on the front with me here. He's got one in the break. So let's just keep this what it is. I'm down with this. All right. Coffee is in my system. All systems activate. Fast forward. This is the over 85 minutes in here. Okay, this dude is thinking about bridging up there, or at least putting in an effort, so I just jump on that wheel and stay with him. A much wiser racer than me once told me, follow wheels when they come by, because that's a free ride, and this was a free ride. So I hop on those wheels, and we are flying 35 miles an hour. What's funny is in the moment, you don't actually think about how fast you're going. You're just racing bikes, if that makes sense. So here comes our big downhill. This is where we hit about 50 every single time. We are flying. Man, this is great. Someone on my last video that ended up doing pretty good said I sound like Bill Lumbergh. I took that as a compliment. If you don't know who Bill Lumbergh is, you need to go watch Office Space right now. That's your homework. All right, fast forward 90 minutes into this bad boy. We just crossed the finish line. Josh is, I believe, still at the road. This United guy let this little gap open here, which I just, again, I'm not okay with. Like, why are we letting these gaps open? I don't even think he had anyone in this little group. And those are just dangerous. Like, those little gaps can grow into something, you know? And so, anyway, I closed that. And at this point, an hour and a half in, I am realizing, the cramps are there. I've taken, gosh, anywhere from 4 to 6 gels. I think at one point in the last lap, I think I took 2 gels, like in the last, second to last lap, maybe alone, to try to curb these cramps. 2 sleeves of shot blocks, 2 pickle juices, nothing else I can do. I've done everything nutrition-wise I can do to not cramp. So anyway, let's fast forward a little bit here, see where we end up. All right, coming at 92 minutes here. This guy puts in a little effort. See if I follow it or someone else does. Yeah, I didn't have the legs to respond to that, but they do, so I respond to this. I don't know where 830 watts came from, but I still had it in my legs, I guess. So these guys follow that, and I'm just doing whatever I can to stay with this. If for some reason my teammate gets caught here in that break that he's in, I would like to be there if I can. And so that's why I am covering these, but doing my best not to do any work to assist in catching him. Here we're just passing races before us. I think there were some juniors racing the same time we were, as well as I think a female racer too. Yeah, that dude kind of rolls off. Again, y'all, I just realized I didn't have the legs, and I mean, the heart rate already at 166. I just don't have the ability to chase right here, but he wants to close that. I don't have the legs to respond to that either. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I think honestly I'm just trying to recover, trying to get back in the pelotons to staying all the way up here at the front. But again, we're coming down to a few laps to go, and so you're already starting to kind of think about jimmying for position and potentially a sprint. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, okay, yeah, someone here on the front does a little work. Just stay with this. All right, let's jump forward here. This guy for Kia on the outside there, straight ahead, man, he rode on the left side a ton. Drove me crazy. Well, here comes my Abel's racer that passes clearly on the outside. 331 there. I lost it. Said a bad word. Because he, like, dude, we got a lap to go, and you're for real just going to pass around the yellow line like that? But, anyway. If you're watching, don't do that. Okay. Jump forward. We are an hour and 10 minutes in. This is it. This is the last lap. Yeah, this is the last lap. At least I think it is. I'm not totally certain now that I think about it. Not a huge fan of my position here. A little further back. We have not caught Josh, my teammate, and I realize that. So, yeah, I'm just trying to stay safe here last lap and work my way up. Little dig there on the outside to come around and getting in a little bit better position here. Want to be in the top 10 for sure. This is kind of a cool shot coming up here around this corner. Yeah, we were moving. Love it. So you got to be smart last lap when you take positions. You know, I do a lot of blocking because I don't want flyers to come around. I want to maintain the position I'm in, you know, without losing it a lot of the times. And so I'll kind of, if you'll notice, I stay out here to the left a little bit. I'm exposed to the wind a little more, but it does keep people from coming around me. Yeah, so this is for sure the last lap. So basically this is all downhill to the finish line. Doesn't mean it makes it any easier. My heart rate's still low 160s, which again is, this is like 162, 63 is threshold for me. I don't want to go over that for long if I can avoid it. Trying to stay out here to the left just to block a little bit, and it works. At what cost, we will find out. So at some point here on this last lap, we realize we have caught people. I think I actually I think it's possible I thought we had caught Josh. Ultimately, what ended up happening was Josh attacked those guys, and he ended up staying away and won the race by 14 seconds, teammate winning. That is awesome, and I can say that I contributed a little bit with that break that we were in, and then letting him roll away and just trying to help make sure that stuck. So it does come down to a field sprint here in a minute. Obviously, with I could tell when I stood up, my legs cramped. I had no idea how bad these cramps were going to actually be. When I stand up at the finish, both legs fully locked up. I was unable to effectively pedal my bicycle anymore, and so I get passed by darn near the entire peloton. I go from second place to 39th in like 2 seconds. This guy goes around the outside. We've got less than 2K to go. I follow that. Maybe not the best idea, but yeah, here I am, second, third place. The tree is about 1,000 meters to go up here when we hang the sharp right. I try to stay back in the draft here as long as I can, and I'm way too far forward. If I had had a sprint here, maybe this would have been okay, but I didn't. Full seizures. I get passed by 38 cyclists in the last 2 seconds of this race. So here we are, final sprint. We are going to go over this hill, past the tree. I'm basically on the tip of the peloton here. You can see the finish line. I stay to the far right because the wind is slightly from the left. And yeah, if I'd had a sprint, this would have been the chance to lay it down. But I don't. So this is it. I wish you could feel the pain I felt right here going up this hill, but just enjoy watching the entire peloton. There they all go. Just pass me by as my soul leaves my body. Look at that. That's a lot of cyclists. Guys. Yeah, I suck. Anyway, enjoy the bloopers after the video. Yeah, I think I'm retiring from road racing. That's it. I'm going to be a crib boy. Here's Bradbury, the famous Bradbury. Not that guy. Not that guy. It's the guy in the skirt. The kilt, sorry. Where are you, Bradbury? There he is. Little shot of his kilt here in just a second. Anyway, enjoy it. Enjoy the bloopers. Thanks for watching my channel. Subscribe, like my videos. I'm out of here.
Oh, cycling is a cruel, cruel mistress. I take that back. Bike racing is a cruel mistress. Bradbury, why am I a loser? Don't answer that. I don't need the answer. These cramps, this cramp situation is just killing me, y'all. I gotta get this figured out. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else I can do. Actually, I'm requesting y'all's help. What do I need to do? Here's what I did. I took like 4 gels, at least 4. I probably took 5 gels during the race. It was only 2 hours. I took 2 full sleeves of shot blocks and 3 bottles of water, upwards of like, I probably had, 75 ounces of water at least, if not 80 ounces of water. I drank 3 bottles, 2 of which were pretty big. And I took 2 pickle juice shots during the race and 1 right before. I'm not sure what else I can do. Yeah, y'all saw the finish. Y'all saw what happened. Hey, A+, my teammate won. Super cool. Way to go, Josh. Man, super proud of that guy. And he did awesome. And his saddle was apparently about to fall off the entire last bit there. So, yeah, that's amazing. Super cool. I love that I got to kind of help him with that a little bit. Wish I'd kind of been in that break with him. But I think a breakaway would have been better for me today than a sprint. But a sprint is what I had to do. And that was like, I knew I wasn't going to be there for that based on how bad I was cramping, with a lap or 2 to go. And I even felt cramps as early as like, I don't know, 4 or 5 laps in out of 9. So, oh man, that's frustrating. Tied for 2nd or 3rd there. at the bottom of the hill, and then just to see a wave of people come by me. Literally got passed by 36 people, I think, in the last 5 meters. That's just demoralizing. I had pretty dang high expectations for this race and did not meet them. So that is, again, frustrating. Maybe I should cat down to 4. Love being outside riding my bike, even if I suck at it. Sorry to be so negative. Congratulations, Josh, to winning the race. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. See you guys. Sometimes people ask why I go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is for winners. Today I'm not a winner, but you know what? Every time I order something at Chick-fil-A, they tell me it's their pleasure. Like, I can order anything, and they're like, it's my pleasure. Plus, they love Jesus, so I'm down with that. I got 2 spicy chicken sandwiches. Maybe that's why I cramp so much. I only get Chick-fil-A on days that I race, though. It's not like I eat Chick-fil-A all day long, you know? Gotta be something else I'm doing wrong. Should I go to Buc-ee's now? Oh, man. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, spicy chicken. I'm just gonna eat my feelings, Bradbury. Buc-ee's is literally the next exit. I need gas, right? Okay, we're going to Buc-ee's. Doesn't look that busy. There's only 780 cars in the parking lot. Now that I think about it, maybe I should race for a reunion so I can ride in the short bus. You know? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm not eating ice cream. Okay, maybe I went to Andy's frozen custard in Waco, but I didn't earn it. I love frozen custard. Why won't this guy go? All right, fine, I got ice cream.